Good evening. Good evening. Give me just a second, if you don't mind, um, sharing it. Just a quick nugget tonight. Thank you for joining us for the nightcap. And I want to just jump right into something. Give you a chance to get somebody else on. Come on, like and share it. Won't be on no more than 3 minutes, but want to give a quick nightcap. I do want to say thank you for tuning in just before you turn in. And I want to give a nightcap on tonight. My prayer is that you had a productive day, that you got a lot accomplished on today. That's what I'm believing God for productivity. Yes, some of us are ending our day, others are just getting started. But for those that are winding down, I just want to come on real quickly in Second Kings chapter, I believe it's around chapter, um, Second Kings chapter 4, I believe. There's a couple of nuggets there. We talked from it on yesterday, and I want to give a little nugget as it relates to something that took place in Second Kings. We know the prophet Elisha and this woman that had been trying to have a child, her and her husband. Finally, because of the word of the Lord that was spoken by the prophet, at the time she conceived. Now think about this. She conceived, had a child, then the baby died. In verse number 26, as she's headed to meet the prophet, Elisha sends his servant to her. Here's what he tells his servant: go to her, ask her, is it well? Is it well with the family? Is it well with your husband? Is it well with your son? And upon arrival, the servant asks her, is it well? Is it well with your family? Is it well with your husband? Is it well with your son? And her words were, it is well. Now think about this. He's dead. He's gone. The baby's at home, dead. But she says to the servant, it is well. And the moment she got in front of the man of God, she began to tell him exactly how she felt when she began to describe. Listen, I told you up front, don't play with me. I was doing fine until you gave me that word. And when you gave me that word, I received that word. And as a result, now I'm back in this emotional state again. Because the baby I longed for, the baby I prayed for, the baby you prophesied that I would have is dead. Now, it is very critical because notice what she says to the servant: it is well. But when she gets to the man of God, she lets him know exactly how she feels. And here's a nugget I left on yesterday, and I wanted to share it with us by way of a nightcap on tonight. And that is, we have to know when to speak and know who to speak to. I want to say that again. You and I must know when to speak, and we also must know who to speak to. Why is that important? Because oftentimes we sometimes unfairly place our expectations on people that are unrealistic. We're expecting them to be to us what we were to them. We're expecting them to do for us what we did for them. But sometimes we set ourselves up for failure when we give anybody godlike qualities, when we expect them to do things that only God can do. And what I've discovered is when we get around certain people, when we get in certain atmospheres, when we get in certain rooms, you've got to understand the power of being quiet. Why share how you really feel? Why share what you're going through? Why share some of those deepest things and issues that are troubling you with somebody who doesn't have the power to correct it, to fix it, or even have the willpower to touch and agree with you that God will send deliverance? Why? Why waste a lot of time talking to somebody that only want to get more information from you, but not doing anything, saying anything to try to help better your situation? Notice what she does. She doesn't waste a lot of words, a lot of energy. She doesn't talk to the servant. She just tells him 3 words: it is well. And sometimes we got to practice that. When we're around certain people, all is well. Hell could be breaking loose. No matter what we encounter on today, maybe the day wasn't what you thought it was going to be when you woke up. But we got to learn to tell people it is well. And when I get into the presence of God, when I get around the right group of people that are kingdom minded, those that want to see the best for me, those that want to see me advance, those that want to see my family advance, those that want to see me better tomorrow than today, you can kind of share with them some of those things. But know when to speak, but also you got to know who to speak to. I think too many times we've wasted a lot of good energy on people that did not mean us well, people that did not really want to help us. And now we're in a season now where we can't have any words wasted, no time wasted, no words that are just spoken and just leave them out there. No, 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 no. We've got to make sure everything is targeted, and we've got to make sure we're intentional, not only with what we say, but to whom we say it to. I want to say this too. Know when to speak and know who to speak to. All right. Let's keep building the kingdom. One person at a time. Get some rest tonight. When we wake up in the morning, all I want you to think about is how productive the day is going to be. And also figuring out who should I speak to and when should I say whatever God has given me to say. I love you, and let's keep building the kingdom. One person at a time. Let's build.